And MVP 17, this is a popular. It's
going. Ooh. God damn. Hey guys, this is me post reaction of Vergil's Dragon Ball Legends tier list, and I just want to say that no matter what you see, everybody is open to their own opinions, no matter what. Jokes aside, I hope you enjoyed the video. I gave my honest input, and at the end of the day, we respect all content creators, no matter what they put on the list. So,
7th anniversary part 1.
This man Vergil with the scream mask in the back.
Ultra Instinct Goku, transforming Super Saiyan Blue evolved Vegeta, the 1% sparking tag switch Kale and Caulifla, and the 1% Super Saiyan transforming to Super Saiyan 2 Kaba. So all of them
got the Sonic music in the back. All right, respect.
Honestly, I think the devs did a really great job designing all these characters. They fit on numerous comps. They're bringing a lot of characters back into the meta. A lot of units are kind of seeing less usage and being pushed out. Not even from like a bad standpoint, just meta shifts. We got a lot of fluctuation in the top 10 list from really powerful catalysts, simply just not having enough team synergies, team versatilities, or even just simply off color, right? We have one of the strongest units in the game, Cell, just struggling against the best blue units in the game right now. And that's not to say that he can't compete, because he definitely can. But I think my value for him dropped quite drastically from seeing how much damage he takes from a simple auto dodge from MUI, or even a counter nuclear on one of these red units in the game. So yeah,
I mean, that's if you're goofy enough to throw something at MUI Goku.
Every single day with Legends content. Without further ado, we're going to be starting from the 10, moving all the way to the top, and then we'll go over some honorable mentions here. But it was a little bit difficult for me to formulate this list because there really is so many interchangeables. Daima is still the best synergistic team in the game. However, I do think Universe Rep competes with it to a T. Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku just being the most
Okay, now, I will say that I still do think Daima is the best team in the game, for sure. Universe Reps competing, no, because there's no Universe Reps team you can make right now that could, like, match, like, the best Diamond team to me. I'm not going to say what that team is yet. I'm going to see what he says, but there's units on Universe Reps that go on that team that I'm thinking of, right, that can compete with Daima, but Universe Reps itself, Go Frieza sucks cock. MVP 17 sucks cock. Vegeta, people are saying he sucks cock, so I just gotta go with it. Kale Caulifla are good, and then Kabe is just existing, so.
Individually broken character in the game. So, his damage multipliers, he's just got one of the highest damage dealing kits in the game. This guy's doing, 2 strikes is over half your health, or like in most cases, and we're rating these units at max stars as well. I do only have mine at like red 4 for both of the new characters, so it's pretty close. And I'm assuming you guys know who I'm going to put at number 1 there already. I kind of want to take my time at the bottom row here. Number 10 really was the most difficult because I think the tier list style was more warranted for this, so you guys can get an idea where these units place amongst each other. But I know y'all do prefer to see a really locked in number placement, and it took me a minute to make this. So like I said, take a second to drop a like, because this is actually the second or third time I'm recording a different list after further testings. Number 10 is going to be tied. It's going to be tied.
Ooh. God damn. Oh my fucking god.
Like this. Oh, 10 and 9. I just realized I have 10 and 9 here. So
The fuck am I looking at?
3 characters. We do have Ultra Cell just being a red unit. He just takes too much damage.
Urge.
So outside of that, he doesn't have as many teams to kind of either protect him or complement him as much as the rest of the cast here on the list. So there's just so many Saiyans, so many Sun Family units, and he is just on what? A forced blast-based comp because he's a, range-type character. Any of his tags, where I don't see one powerful opponent up here. I mean, MVP is a great complementer for him. It's always been one of his best partners.
But MVP 17 sucks cock, so you can't go up there, okay?
And just in general, there's not too much variety to go around from him. You could argue Evo, Vegeta, this combination right here should be very powerful, whether you're running androids, whether you're running Universe Rep, and you can slap one of them on leader. That can be very good. and his just general kit is super strong still. So in nullifying endurance for existing, the anti-blast armor cards, blast armor. He has a nuclear ultimate. You just rush at any given moment for a majority of the characters in the game. So I think he is fantastic still. There's a lot of yellows to go around, but with the strongest units in the game being blue, I just think his survivability rate is a lot lower. And like I said, he's just not on too many teams. He doesn't have too much relevance in the meta. He can be a great option to counter some of these teams, considering there's so many strongs yellows. It's a team game. So, there's too many factors against him right now. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
Okay, before we go on, about Ultra Cell, I'm gonna say is right. Yes, it would be more complementary. If let me make sure I'm recording. I am recording, right? Okay. It would be more complementary if he did have those teams built for him. If he had those ranged teams, if MVP 17 wasn't dog shit, and he could be by his side and like have better disrupts for Cell. Because Cell himself has great disrupt, right? He cancels buffs for himself. I think Cell has the best disrupt in the game before we do anything, because he completely seals your melee and cards, right? He seals your strike cards, seals your blast cards, unless you have an AoE or a green card that can grab, that specific moment, that specific scenario, combo stops completely. While I do think he's lacking teams that, complement him perfectly, right? In terms of what he is, range with ranged, whatever, androids with androids, whatever, PO with PO, whatever. Leader slot exists in the game. And Cell for the most part is an outlier. I feel like if you're strong enough to just say, hey, yeah, this team doesn't fit, but I can still go on here and, do exactly what I would do with a team that does fit for me. I think that makes you an outlier. Because, think about it. I know he's talking about 2 blue units here who are going to give Cell a problem. Super Saiyan for Goku, MUI Goku, sure. But pit Cell in a scenario or a room alone with any other unit besides those 2 specifically, he is dogging on them every time. He has the guaranteed endurance, he has the permanent endurance on any card he throws. His ult hits like a monster truck, so if you're not canceling buffs in that exact moment, you're gonna die. That also applies for MUI Goku. MUI Goku doesn't cancel buffs. You catch MUI Goku lacking, right? Sure, he can dodge, hit Cell, I'm talking about hit Cell, counter card, sure. I mean, Cell's still alive, Cell still has other units on the team, whatever, he's not dead, but catch MUI Goku lacking or anybody on his setup, right? Like I said, Universe Reps kind of sucks right now. Ult kills, you know what I'm saying? So that's his whole thing, just kill. He has the break cards to supplement that, get the combos going quicker, push you into a corner, grab you, rush you. His rush is still gonna take down your endurance. It can't cancel buffs on the rush, so it's just gonna kill you. So it's I think if he was okay. Obviously, if he was a Saiyan, right, or if he was a melee, I think Vergil would be approaching this differently. But I've seen people pit Ultra Cell in leader slot with a God Goku team and Super Saiyan 3 Goku before, and Cell is still my biggest problem. Despite him being ranged on a team that's melee-based, his ult is still one-shotting, his rush is still nullifying your endurance, his break cards still exist, his damage is still great, and he just sluts on everybody. He doesn't need the range stats built up to do what he does, you know what I'm saying? And for fuck's sake, he has blast armor as a ranged unit. At that point, you're a melee unit to me. Now, this other unit he's talking about, it's going to be hard for him to convince me. It's going to be very hard, but I'll listen.
Still on the best team in the game, or one of the best teams, with being Daima. I think Daima has the best glue type. All these units support each other and complement each other the best in the game still. So if you have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and you have Majin Ku, still one of the best standard teams. And obviously in Proud, they have a full dynamic there. This guy can be Zenkai buffed by the mini Goku. It's got a lot of factors as well from Saiyans, Saiyans. That's pretty much it. If you want to run him on a Saiyans comp, Vegeta clan comp, he's got some other dynamics. I do think he needs to be a little bit juiced, so Ku support is almost warranted. He's green. It also counters the best color in the game, which is blue. And that's pretty much it. He's got a couple of other quirks. Last man standing, vanish removal. He's got good disrupt. He's got some pretty superb, combo.
But he does good disrupt.
Well, like some really good.
I guess when you swap Sin, sure.
And that's really much too. He's nothing special. I do think he's competing with a lot of these late game greens. the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. It could be interchangeable in this back end as well. So that's just how it is. Kale and Caulifla specifically, I think they're great. I was actually sleeping on them. I haven't used them too much. And
I'm gonna let him
glad I did because I
pick
have
first and then I'll talk on it.
10-9 area because they are really good with the new MUI Goku. So these guys, they're Saiyan's character, so they can receive a couple of different Zenkai buffers, whether that's like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, can be ran alongside Majin Vegeta, MUI Goku. So this combination right here is very powerful. The tag switch, the disrupt, the healing, they play like Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta back in the day, but just more viable, obviously. Like Universe Rep in itself has a lot of great options right now. Green kind of covering or advantage towards the Goku, yellow kind of advantage towards this Super Saiyan Blue evolved Vegeta. So, you know, you can actually utilize them quite a bit. Really good damage.
Okay, so with what he just explained, I feel like the spot should be self-explanatory, right? It's not that I exactly agree with where they're at, right? Which, you know, the Kale and Caulifla are great units, you know what I'm saying? But with how he just broke down one versus the other, I think the spot should be like very self-explanatory.
The one thing is just no, you know, secondary life. You know, they do their role, honestly. They do. They have the sub count lock in. That was the one thing I was like, have one thing. The sub count lock in. So if you're tag switch or get him in a long combo, sub count lock in, you can potentially snipe a character. So that is also really strong. 7-8. Who did I have here? I had to formulate. I told you guys I had to formulate this list a couple
Vergil,
of times.
what the fuck? Where? Okay, I guess he's deciding.
I think it was this.
Virtual, focus on the 9 to 10 first. What do we? Is somebody going up to 8? Okay, listen, I'm gonna get this clear, right? Kid Goku. Let's not even go to Kid Goku yet. Get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta the fuck out of there. He is a complete Daima slut. The only reason why his disrupt is somewhat like valuable is because he's right next to Ku, right? So, like, for example, if, you know, for example, when Ku comes out, right, if he doesn't come out directly as you're hitting him, he destroys, like, 2 cards, right? So, like, let's say you are fighting Ku, you know, he's going to come out, whatever, you drop combo, hit Ku, Ku takes 2 cards, you still have 2 cards left. Then when Vegeta comes out and activates his disrupt, then it's like, ah, yeah, Vegeta, you're pissing me off now. Same scenario as when, you know, Ku paralyzes you, and then Vegeta comes out and does that onslaught of damage, and you're like, God, Ku paralyzed me, now Vegeta's gonna do his combo. But Vegeta, like, on his own, right? I don't think... I mean, do you see how he dragged Kale and Caulifla up there and picked God, Goku, and MUI? Don't think he would do that with Vegeta, necessarily, right? I think his individuality is just caked. I would take Goku over Vegeta. I would take Super Saiyan 3 Goku over Vegeta. I would take Kale and Caulifla, obviously, for how you described it over Vegeta. You know, also I would take over Vegeta, Daima Goku. Daima Goku's disrupt is, you know, I think that's how an actual disrupt should formulate. His burst damage is great. He does a lot of damage in, like, quick settings. His green card is very, like, you know, his green card is very consistent and usable at all times. You know what I mean? You just seal the enemy strikes. Gives you almost a free scenario where you can try to hit them, especially if you're fighting a Goku or an AoE unit. Hit the green card in Daima Goku. You know, they can't strike card or go through your blast cards. Throw some blast cards, make them vanish. Start the combo right there. You know what I'm saying? So make Goku vanish with blast cards since he can. Well, make Goku, for example, vanish with blast cards. And then throw a strike card right after he vanishes, and then bam, combo, burst damage, bam, 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 bam. Card protection on green card, bam, 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 bam. He just spits out cards like fucking fast. He's very tanky. He's very good. Vegeta, outside of those scenarios where Daima's like gifting him something, I never had an issue where Vegeta just like came out and I'm in trouble. It's always like Q. I dropped combo in Q. So instead of destroying 4 cards, you destroy 2. So I'm good now, and then you have to worry about whether he's gonna pull out Vegeta or not, or, you know, etc. etc. So it's like, I don't know. Vegeta is not really that valuable to me, so hopefully he takes him off the list. Now, Kid Goku, I don't know why he's here, but sure.
I'm almost certain it was this. So we have Kid. No. It was this. I'm sorry. You guys are probably thinking, what the hell?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
9, 8, 7.
For sure, because holy fuck.
I
Vergil.
think it's this. I think Beast Gohan at 7, and I have Majin Ku at 8. So Majin Ku, Beast Gohan, people are probably having different takes right now. Majin Ku, I don't think there's anything wrong with this character. He's one of the best. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's the highest 1% character I have on this list. Obviously, there's a lot to go on with him. He has one of the best teams in the game, and that's pretty much it. So he's on one team, which is why I kind of bumped him down. He used to be like a top 3 character on my previous list when Daima was the best team in the game. Now there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of factors in the game, and with him only being on that team, you're not really, you could leader slot him, but it's like, I don't know, man. We do have a little bit of, protection against his debuffs with the new characters, but it's nothing too significant. You still can get paralyzed. You still can get fainted. You can still get disrupt. He offers great support, and like I said, he juices up the Super Saiyan 4 and the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for one of the best teams in the game. So he does have that spot warranted. Great damage, great overall character. However, he's on one team. Not too much versatility to him, and that's just how it is. Beast Gohan, he's just got it still. So the snipe mechanic with this special beam cannon is really keeping him afloat. He's got some really high damage potential as well. Great team diversity. So whether you want to run him on movies, I think movies is still one of the best teams in the game. So if you want to do something like this and then have Tierlist as the third, great composition right there.
Yeah, 14 stars, sure.
Has the gauge, which is a great rush protection. So one of the things from Cell. So if you're, running into a Cell, at least you can swap into Beast Gohan, be protected. Or if you have an ultimate, he has that guaranteed protection if you utilize it correctly. But it's really just a snipe play. So if you have him on late
Beast
game,
Cannon's
you
everything.
can choose a character that you just nullify their endurance. So any unit like MV, MUI Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku, this guy, if he doesn't have his indestructible, any character without a guaranteed indestructible or comeback mechanic is susceptible to dying to Beast Gohan. It's the same way with Cell. Like if this guy just hits you with a nuclear ult or a rising rush, Beast Gohan has his methods with doing that with his special beam active gauge. And I think, like I said, he is also a great complement for MUI. So if you want to run something like this for a Sun Family slash Saiyans comp, this is one of the best teams in the game as well. It's pretty much the same team that I would argue for Saiyans. I think this one is a little bit better. The snipe for Majin Vegeta, the actual playstyle that Majin Vegeta has with his kits, AoE green cards, just a lot easier to kind of use in the game. It's as simple as that. Majin Vegeta is just...
Those 3, by the way, second best team in the game. No question, no talk about it.
An easier character. He also lock in snipes, so he has his own methods, and he is going to be placed a little bit higher than Beast Gohan. And that's really it. I think Beast Gohan partners well with the best units in the game, typing wise and tag wise. So Sun Family, strike based, you can mix it up, etc. 5, 6. We're gonna move over to Kid Goku.
That motherfucker out of there. Stinks in here, nigga. Stinks in here. Fucking hell. That nigga back to the zoo. Man, listen, bro. Ku, I was gonna let him talk about Beast and Ku first, and just go through them, because I don't think they should be necessarily next to each other. I think Ku should be much higher up here, because so I guess basically what he says is that Ku lacks individuality, right? And he's kind of stuck on one team, you know what I'm saying? So I think he looks at it more through a team perspective, because Cell has excellent individuality, in my opinion, right? Well, I don't think it's in my opinion. I already explained what Cell can do. He has excellent individuality, so it's he's preferring the team factor, whatever, sure. But I'd say it's less so about Ku having one team and Ku being the bread and butter of that team. You know what I'm saying? That team doesn't exist without Ku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku together. You know what I'm saying? So it's yes, I think we're still in his mind right now. I think that team you showed before might be one of the best teams, and then comparison would be Daima. I do think Daima is just indefinitely the best team, and I'm gonna tell you why. I just think it has consistent stuff that is going to back you into a corner no matter what you do, right? And a scenario when you're fighting MUI Goku, right, there's scenarios where you can just think a little smarter, think a little better, and not let Goku obliterate you by throwing something at him, right? Because A lot of people don't even know how to utilize that. Goku doesn't have blast armor, so it's hard for him to like force you into a corner, right? The only thing he could do is like hit a green card as you throw something at him. If Goku had blast armor, I'd probably be a little indifferent, but it's a little more difficult for him to control what you do if he has no blast armor, and you can, chuck something at him at the right time, whatever, etc., wait it out with him, or use blast armor yourself to go through blast cards if he tries to back you into a corner, whatever, etc. Daima, right? It's like, it doesn't matter what you do, the team's purpose is always gonna like unveil itself. You know what I'm saying? Goku's always gonna be taking your cover no. Ku's always gonna be destroying cards. Ku's always gonna get a paralysis eventually, right? Ku's always gonna get a chance to feint you. And it's like it's always going to be present in your face. No matter how you play, it's going to like affect you at some point. It's just a matter of whether you are playing so much better than them that the damage is greater and you're able to take them out. But I just think Ku offers too much to the table for the team with the vanish, the lock-ins he has, like I said, the feints, the paralysis, and paralysis is huge because it allows Vegeta to come out as soon as that hits and just to do like burst damage. It allows Daima Goku to come out and do burst damage, card protection, bam, 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 I'm hitting you, and now you're just fucking at 50% health at all of your units just because of one singular thing that Ku did. And that paralysis isn't rare. It activates all the time. Your cards are getting destroyed all the time. It's just, he makes it to like where it's like a mini game fighting Daima. You know what I'm saying? And like Super Saiyan for Goku kind of does that already, but Ku makes it to where it's like, it's like that Mario Party mini game where it's 1 against 4 type of shit. Like the odds are just against you completely. It's just, you got to outplay Daima severely because of him. So I just think that value he brings to that team, because, if he's looking at it through a team perspective, I think the value that he brings to the team should just have him much higher. Because best team in the game doesn't exist without a unit. That unit has to be complemented greater, So.
And
Beast Gohan, whatever. I'm okay with that. You explained that perfectly.
Vegeta.
Oh,
this
fucking hell.
Is crazy because I'm seeing Evo Vegeta just being a little bit downplayed, and it's completely understandable.
Downplayed how?
Right? There's a couple of instances where I've seen some inconsistencies with him, and especially in his blue card. There's a lot of moments where the blue card just does not deal the work. Obviously, he's a character that you want to get to level 3 gauge as soon as possible. So
level 3 gauge, then what?
3, he's
what
on
happens?
his way up. But at level 3, he
what
becomes
happens?
kind of that train. He just keeps going. It's really easy to fill up his gauge because it's moving while he's on the field. It's increasing. You're also charging, which makes it go faster. The gauge, or the green card, makes it go faster. And every single card you click makes it go faster. So that's constant cover nullification. You nullify endurance on your blue card as well. So at level 3, units like NY Goku, or these things cannot be canceled. That is the specific detail for it. It's a blue card that or nullifies endurance, and that can't be canceled. So you're sniping units with that ability right there. He's got a lot of important partners to also protect him. So say partners, Majin Vegeta, and you want to snipe him. If you have a unit like Kaba on the sideline, he cancels buff effects. That is the one reason that Kaba even has, that's a really good feat about him. It's one of the main things about him. And MVP 17, this is a popular.
My nigga, Verg. What is this, man? Okay. All right. So, my issue right now is that you see how he's dragging units into the equation for protection for Vegeta. Like, Vegeta, the anniversary unit, needs somebody, like, for protection. You know what I mean? Somebody who gets dog-walked by, You see how when Cell came out, you just started talking about how Cell is just going to have a problem with these 2 blues? If Kabe even like sets foot near these 2 blues, he's getting one shot and obliterated. Like, Goku's taking him off a blue card. Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku's gonna fuck him. I don't think Kabe is the person I'm gonna bring up here to say like Vegeta has like backup, because you don't want to run Kabe. Like, why would you run? I mean, I'm sure they made combo great together, whatever. But you got blue units and you got yellow units here. Look at how many yellow units you have here. You got yellow units, you got blue units here. Oh, here, okay, Kabe, save me. All right, I'm pulling at NY Goku. Bam, you're fucking dead. Like, what? Ooh, like I don't know. Like, look at all the yellow units you have here. Look at Vegeta, right? So far, all he's explained, right, is that he gets his gauge built up, right? And yes, we understand this, but What oppressive factors does that do that I can't stop? You know what I mean? That UMV can't stop, that Beast Gohan can't stop, that Ku and Daima consistently won't be able to stop. Like they're not gonna allow that combo to fluctuate. That Kalen Caulifla can't stop. That Ultra Cell himself can't stop. Like Endurance no blue card, sure. Who's that hitting and killing? It's not killing Goku. Goku's green. I don't see Goku yet, which is disturbing me. It's not killing Goku. It's not killing Beast. It's not killing UMV. It's not killing Ultra Cell. It's not even killing MVP 17. It's not killing Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku, who's going to come here eventually. Sure, maybe it can kill MUI Goku, but probably not either, because MUI Goku heals, gets 30% special move decrease damage-wise, right? So, like, who's he sniping with that Endurance No Blue card? He's not killing anybody with that. I don't know. I don't see it.
Their team right here, so lowering the damage you're taking from the ultimate, canceling the buff effects. This guy is
that team is ass.
star dependent.
That team is ass.
So
Vergil.
I realized that most people will not appreciate him until that higher star threshold. Even then, the blue card is a little bit questionable, but then again, it has to be level 3.
He said himself, blue card questionable.
Star dependent.
And I have to build up my gauge too.
General,
you're gonna die by
then. Overall
then.
blast damage is extremely competent. He has so many different tags, so he complements well with, even despite being a blast oriented unit, I do think he matches up with Goku really good. So whether that's on God Key, whether that's on Universe Rep, whether that's on, you know, any of these team compositions,
Holy fucking
be featured on together, separate. So something like this, I mentioned it earlier. If you want to run Cell MVP, you do Universe Rep. You could do androids or Vegeta specifically. I'm thinking other builds. Vegeta Clan's also really good, so any comp with Majin Vegeta is going to be fantastic. Really just universe reps. This is what I've been running personally. So MVP lead, I'm able to Zenkai buff MUI and MVP and have Vegeta kind of just be that combo machine that sets up MUI for a lot of different plays there. But God Key, there's just a lot of options that you can run as well. So yeah, Vegeta should be pretty...
Yeah, Goku and UMV, I think you put them side by side earlier. They're gonna shit on that team. Blue and purple, they're gonna shit on that team. You know what I'm saying? God forbid Super Saiyan 3 Goku enters the equation. Vegeta's not doing anything. They're gonna shit on that team.
High on the list, I think he becomes super bulky with higher stars. He's able to obviously deal much more damage, but he becomes a monster. There's just some units that aren't the same at lower stars, and he is one of them, unfortunately. So I've peeped that. I used him at 4, 5, 6 stars, and I was extremely impressed. Now I have him at red 4 stars, and this guy is a different unit. I'm telling you guys, I have him at that 5 marker. Kid Goku, he's the one unit in the game with guaranteed protection that's relevant to be ran on right now. I mean, you got Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but he needs to be on Daima, so this guy does not have a prerequisite. His damage ceiling is extremely high with his double gauge, so as long as you're able to fill that up, his general damage inflicted, good cover nullification, good vanish restore, all his damage, his blue card's hidden, his strikes are hidden, his teams are hidden. So Sun Family Saiyans on Proud, I think Saiyans is the strongest team right now. So I'm having a Proud team that looks like this is going to be very disgusting. So if you have something like this, you could have Vegeta on the team. I personally have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so it's really just Majin Vegeta on Sun Family, but it is also Saiyan. So this team is just stupendous, you guys. I'm telling y'all, it might be worth the testament right there, but let me do this. Let me fix back the list, so I'm not getting it all over the place right there. But yeah, Saiyans is obviously really good, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, this guy just plays a really fantastic role outside of DB. I mean, he's not even having his peak equips, which would be on DB. So we got 3-4 here. I'm going to be placing God Goku at...
So Kid Ku was Vanish and good damage in a Proud team? wait. Alright. Okay. Kiku was damage, good vanish in a Proud team? Is that what he said? Oh my god. No shot. No shot. No shot. Bro, looking at the honorable mentions, there's a unit I've not seen up here who's probably not going to make it, who I would take over Kid Ku immediately. Be on those same teams and probably offer much more to the table. I don't understand. I mean, being yellow is a good color, but what the fuck does this guy do? Like, seriously, like, what is he actually like offering to the table over like other picks you can pit on those teams? I don't know if I'm understanding it.
At number 4 and Majin Vegeta at number 3. It's crazy to see how well this Majin Vegeta is aging because he has fluctuated through the list. I think he decreased a lot when Cell dropped. Now that there's top blue units that are not only paired alongside Majin Vegeta is playing against everyone in the game, and he has been. His utility is just, you know, it's second to none. He has the snipe in, lock in, really easy to use AoE green. He has the gauge to protect him as well. And it comes down to that. You can control your type neutral. Obviously, this is a gauge that's easy to burn out, but it's a unit that you want to protect the gauge for important situations like that as well. Cancel buff effects, second life, and it's really just a team dynamic. So units that don't have endurance, like this guy, MUI, there's a lot of moments that you won't be able to kill them. Say if Kaba is on the team, you just can't snipe them. If you
Get Kabe the fuck out of here. Nigga's ass. You literally have him right next to a unit that could like fuck him into the dirt. Get that nigga out of here. And considering like get him out of here. Nobody's running that nigga.
You have MVP, they're gonna lower the ultimate damage. I've had moments where Majin Vegeta hasn't killed. But hear me out, man. In most instances, if you have him on a correct setup, he will kill. So that's just how it is. It's so easy to snipe and play with this unit that it'd be dumb to not have him at least in your top 5 list right now. We're gonna be putting Evo back here. The Slack. This guy, you guys can't believe he's even top 4. It doesn't make sense if you don't have him at least top 5. 6 the lowest, 6, 7 the lowest. Oh my god. All of these guys have ranges. That's how you just rate list. There's arguable placements. There's nothing that is usually this is number 1 100%. It's very rare for something to be 100%. Even
but did you explain Goku? I mean, I agree, but sure.
You can argue like, and even then it's tough because best team in the game I still believe to be Daima. It's just easy. These guys all complement each other like no other. The juice, the utility behind this unit right here, the combo potential, easy vanish restore. It's the same thing for God Goku. I didn't mention anything about him, but his immunity, AoE green, easy type neutral. I say vanish restore. AoE, his team comps. Oh, his team comps. Oh my god.
Team comps are correct. Yes. Best team in the game.
Best team in the game right here. So
second best in my opinion, but that's just nitpicking. Yep.
Sun Family Saiyans, you throw Majin Vegeta on leader role, something like that.
Shit is cracked.
Any Saiyans party, these guys are just ruling the game right now, which is why this guy's so high, which is why
he's just like sneaking him. Like Vergil. This list isn't like terrible, all right? You can agree, disagree, I don't give a fuck. But it's like he's just sneaking Kid Goku in there. It's like he has like great explanations for like a lot of shit in the breakdowns, and then we get to Kid Goku. Vanish, damage, he's good. He has good teams. No. What value is he like bringing to where it's like, damn, I wish I wasn't fighting this guy. Like, I look at MUI Goku, like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I wish I wasn't fighting this guy right now. God Goku, wish I wasn't fighting this guy right now. UMV, I fucking hate UMV. Super Saiyan for Goku, you know, you just bring so much to his teams. You know, you just make the Diamond team what it is, constantly taking away your cover, no card protection, insane damage, vanish restore, indestructible, last man standing, takes your vanish away, ult, whatever. If you don't cancel buffs, you're dead right there. Don't want to fight that guy. Beast Gohan, you know what? He's not as bad as he used to be, but if he does catch me lacking, I'm losing a unit. Ku, don't want to fight that guy. Ultra Cell, fuck. If he catches any unit I'm running that isn't blue, I'm dead. If I'm not running a blue unit at all, he has the full advantage. Don't want to fight that guy. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, whatever. Count Khalifa, complement their teams well. It's not like a character that I'd be scared to fight, but you know they have a purpose that's going to be fulfilled every time, right? Even Kale and Khalifa, they have a purpose that's going to be fulfilled every time. No matter what you do, that disrupt is going to activate. She swaps. No matter what you do, that disrupt is going to activate again. No matter what, she's going to heal. Basically, she has multiple lives that are guaranteed to contribute to the team. They have good combos themselves. It's great for Daima. They can combo through Daima, and it's going to be great. So it's something to offer. It's like, you know, it's not that I would be like, I don't want to fight you, but it's like, yes, you offer something. I look at Kid Goku, yes, you get your Vanish back, and you do good damage, and what else? You know, it's like, there's nothing else.
This guy's still able to be so high, despite being blast, he's just a combo machine, so it doesn't even matter. You're just dealing combos at the end of the day. I would prefer, and I think he can get better as more blast-oriented units do release. But Saiyans are running the game, hence why Ku is just lower, hence why Daima is kind of checked right now. So let's place these guys back at their respective locations. I don't get mixed up. Yes, Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, obviously still a beast. Great last man standing unit, primarily on Daima to receive his indestructible. MUI Goku individually is the strongest unit in the game. There's no other unit dealing as much damage. Obviously there's counterplay to him, just like there is for any unit. But this unit is just stupid, bro. So like his auto gauge with the auto damage, you know, literally nuke your entire health bar. It's really just a crazy damage character. Obviously, if you're able to utilize the unique gauge, it can be very brain dead. But with the hands of a skilled player, this guy is the best unit in the game. And it's simply said like that. So if you're able to kind of not waste the gauge, make correct plays, play passive aggressive, psyche your ops, you're having really good cover nullification with him. Not as good as Evo, by the way. So you can control this with like the transformations, the entries, etc. like that. The main ability, you're going type neutral, but the counter, the lock-in counter, green card into blue card situation, it just hits way too hard. So yeah, this guy's just a monster, and he shuts down red units like no tomorrow. I mean, he's shutting down all the rest of the units no matter what. So endurance is really cool. I will say these two units do not have the cancel buff effect. So Majin Vegeta's roaming free. These guys, anyone that can nullify endurance, it's just tough.
Dude, it's funny. He's mentioned the fact they don't have cancel buffs. Where's Kabe on top 10? Since he offers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dogging on Vergil here. I'm just talking. But like, you know, this unit, the savior to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta unit, right? That cancels buffs. You think, yeah, you know what? If that saves a unit as good as Evo Vegeta, surely he would just make the top 10 list, and then Vegeta's spot would be justified. Kid Goku, who pretty much does almost nothing of value right now, besides being yellow and having indestructible and doing decent damage, and getting a Vanish Restore, although Ku does it like 5 times while offering much more to his team. Kid Goku's over Kabe. That's my point right there. It doesn't make sense.
Like they can be really sniped, and I think that's where the balanced nature comes from the team, which is why a lot of these other units are rated so highly. So guaranteed protection right here, and yeah, that's really it. That's the only guaranteed protection. Daima Goku isn't going to give you guaranteed protection. All the endurance characters are susceptible to some degree. This guy's nullifying endurance on blue card at level 3. This guy's lock-in snipe. This guy, I mean, obviously lock-in snipes as well. So unless you have Cabo, which he's not even like the greatest character to have, it's simply the utility
he said it himself.
Effects on the sidelines, which can be wasted.
You're not running him.
This is the list right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something like
Vegeta
this. Honorable mentions would be these guys right here. I'm still
Vergil,
arguing.
there's 3 units there. Get Vegeta out.
Great.
Just be honest with yourself.
This is not in any order. I'd probably still have Cabo last, but Saiyans, obviously 3 Ku is just a combo machine. Goes on forever. Great complementary for the rest of the Saiyans. Good color counter against the best units in the game.
Get him out.
MVP's one of the best on Universe Reps. Just a solid glue utility character. Extra vanish, supports. He's supporting Cell, he's supporting Universe Rep. And he's got his Zenkai buffer, so he's just that much more optimized right now with his plat equip. Green Mini Ku, super underrated. I think his sub count lock-in is great, worth the mention. Decent 1%. I mean, decent. The fact that he's on the list is crazy, but you know, I see a lot of people rate him higher. I can see it and not see it at the same time.
Whoa, who? Mini Ku or Vegeta? Rate who higher?
But you know, I see a lot of people rate him higher. I can see it and not see it at the same time. I think he's super valuable in a lot of situations, but in Proud, he roams. He's able to Zenkai buff Vegeta on Daima. I think that's a really cracked combination. If I had to add anyone else on the team,
Vegeta.
I don't even know. There's a lot of other great options, but it becomes very wide at this point. I've seen a lot of people mention TVB. If you guys want TVB, he's a good counter to
no.
MUI Goku,
Vergil,
green
stop.
counter, just simply off of being a green character.
He's
He
trash.
has the nullify the auto gauge, so he's able to catch this unit lacking. But I don't even know if he's a top 15 character, so I don't want to have him on the list.
He's not.
I'm uncertain. It's just a team dynamic thing. You know, you can rock Cell with him, and then Grunks or MVP, and there's some play with him. Obviously, this is not even close to being a bad character. It's just he's a lot more susceptible to being one-shot sniped or taken care of, so it's a lot of easier.
Then he starts in
play
base
around
form. He has to fucking get his gauge up.
And when you do catch
not a good
unit
trade-off.
with Vegeta Blue, though, as soon as you get him, if you have a green
God,
card,
it
you
starts
can
there already.
continue.
Waste of
It
time
becomes
using
very
Vegeta
strong,
Blue.
but one mistake and it's pretty much over for this character right now, especially if you're not, you know, if you slip up before his transformation. So I am going to just not have him on the list. He's somewhere in the top 20. Pretty sure he can be argued 15. But Kaba as well, he's just making a really good honorable mention because of universe rep. So you're pairing him alongside the new Vegeta, you're pairing him alongside anybody, he's protecting you from the sidelines. He's pretty good damage. Just all the rest of the utility, I'm seeing a lot better utility from Kale and Caulifla, so there's that. But if you guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is the top 10 list. I'll see you guys in the very next.
Okay, so it looks like it's indecisive on Vegeta, right? So I'm gonna give my thoughts on it, final thoughts on it. You guys can let me know. So I do think the top 3 is undisputed in between Super Saiyan for Goku, Vegeta, and MUI Goku. Whether you want to swap them or not, sure. I do think Vegeta has better value. I think his individuality is better than pretty much everybody in the game right now. He has cancel buffs, he has AoEs, which, you know, AoEs are a great thing to have right now, especially when you have a unit that can stand there and dodge all your normal attacks, right? Like he said, the ult snipes in. There's little to no issues where he's gonna have a problem like sniping MUI Goku or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, right? Arguing Kabe to that defense doesn't make sense to me, because like I said, if Kabe was so great and useful to the point where these units were safe from Vegeta, then he would be top 10, but he's not. So he's not good enough to, you know, talk about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was just made at a time where kits were different. He has a disrupt at 50%, right? So outside of the gauges, he also has a disrupt that forces you to get blast cards, which activate this gauge. He gets health back. You know, he gets blue cards every time his gauge activates. Just a big amount of damage, especially in UI Goku himself. You know what I mean? If you want to hurt UI Goku and he's bothering you so badly, he can't blast card you. It gives you some utility, or some, you know, it gives you some ground over UI Goku to where you can't just, like, you know, throw shit at you. So it's like, you know, it's a good unit. He's a great unit. He just has too many good teams. He's protecting so many units, protecting so many teams. He's just so amazing. I love him. So, Super Saiyan for Goku, I think he's a team slut right now. His team is what gives him so much value. He does have good stuff in his kits inherently, but on Diamond specifically, the Diamond team is just melded together so well. It's meant to be annoying. It's meant to have crazy survivability. It's meant to get his health back. He's always having card protection. He gets Vanish Restores. He's always taking away your cover null, hard to get combos on him, and that's something else that gives Vegeta value, because something that Vegeta does is, one, he has the green cards, right? He gets cover null entry, so that's good. He has the green cards, which give him cover null back. And then as you try to destroy cards on Vegeta, he gets cards back as you swap units in. So it gives him more combo feed and gives him a chance to, you know, get that combo going longer. You know, let your sub counts, you know, dry out more for your other units to come back. And then he has the gauge right after. Just protect himself from whatever Daimon wants to throw at you immediately. Instant response to that. But Goku himself just has too much going on. That last man standing ability is going to fuck MUI Goku into the dirt. It's going to fuck Vegeta into the dirt. It's going to fuck pretty much a lot of people on this list in the dirt besides Goku and maybe UMV. He could definitely take down UMV, but it's just too much going on that team. MUI Goku, I do think if they start dropping units to complement him more, make Universal Survival Saga in itself better, or implement something else, I don't know exactly what that is, he might have more potential. I think Vegeta being like a ranged and red unit would have definitely gave MUI Goku more value himself, but Vegeta is just like in his own little world. He's a different archetype, he's a different color, he's just in his own little world. You know, it's just, he's not really contributing to MUI Goku. MUI Goku kind of just pushed him to the side. You know what? Maybe I don't need you. I have Ultra Majin Vegeta. You can just go fuck off, you know? So it's like he's just back there. But I think MUI Goku is a slave to timer counts. He's like a timer count nut, because he can stall. His team can rush. He can get more damage over you. He can say, fuck you, I'm doing damage to you. He gets his gauge back multiple times, so he just has so many scenarios where he's standing there looking at you, and he's forcing you to either think about what he's going to throw, or, you know, figure out whether it's worth it waiting, or, you know, have to force yourself to get an AoE green card off to stop him. He just, you know, blue card does way more damage than Vegeta, also has endurance null. Vegeta just has no fucking value. Pisses me off. But Yeah, he would be like top 3 in my opinion. I just think UMV is more better standalone. He has like a bigger kit. He has a more plethora of things besides just being able to stand there, dodge, and throw blue cards that, wreck your shit. And the Super Saiyan 4 Diamond just controls the best team in the game. It's just without him, the team is nothing. Um, God Goku, great color. Card destruction on entry. Vergil pretty much broke him down, right? I'm not gonna go through that. Great color, good damage, immunities, AoEs are super important right now. He's really good against MUI Goku. He's really good against Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku. Enough said. And he goes in their teams as well. There's really nothing else to say about that. Gets his Vanish back. Ultimate can snipe if there's no cancel buffs again. He give you a snipe fucking Vegeta if you wanted to, but let's stop dogging on Vegeta. Matter of fact, no. We have to continue dogging because now I'm at Vegeta. What value does this guy bring? Is my question. And I'm just gonna do Vegeta and Kid Goku in one go because they're equally as shit in my opinion. They don't belong here. If you ever have an issue building a top 10 list or like, conveying your own thoughts, that aren't either regurgitated or, come from somebody else, ask yourself this. If you play PvP, often, you hop in PvP, get like 10 games in a day, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Ask yourself this. How many scenarios have you been in where you queue up against somebody, you see Vegeta, you see Kid Goku, and you're like, oh no, not this guy. I'd like, you know what I'm saying? Not this guy. Even if they have like super high stars, how many times have you queued up against Goku, Vegeta? You see the screen, see him at high stars, you're like, nah, not this guy. Even when you get into the match, how many scenarios is it where you're like, okay, Vegeta's here, it's gotta, Kid Goku's here, and like Goku, I'm sure he's gonna do that to you. Super Saiyan for Goku, obviously he's gonna do that to you. UMV, obviously he's gonna do that to you. God Goku maybe queuing up, you won't think about it, but as you get into the game and you realize that you're running MUI Goku, he has those green cards, he has such a great offensive utility going on. Those green cards, even if it's not against MUI Goku, that shit's annoying as fuck. He's immune to AoE green cards himself. He has the ult. You know how niggas like to just stand there and get the AoE off of God Goku, start doing the damage, swap over to somebody else who could then start a combo. Annoying as shit. Beast Gohan, that's a high star Beast Gohan. That Beast Cannon, I gotta watch out for that. And I can't rush him. Cool. Paralysis. My cards are gonna get destroyed 24/7. I can't stand this guy. Paralysis faint. You know what I'm saying? Cell. Again, like I said about Cell, he dog walks everybody in the game who isn't MUI Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku. And if Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku and MUI Goku are not in a specific scenario where buffs are being canceled, you can catch them lacking, you can rush them, and if Super Saiyan 4 Diamond isn't on the Diamond team specifically, he can rush Diamond Goku. So it's like, he's not defenseless here. He's still a monster who could just fucking throw plethoras of damage at everybody. He could just shit on everybody. Kid Ku, you dead ass? Like, what's gonna happen when Kid Ku comes out and sees Ultra? So he's gonna shit himself. 2 blast cards, and he's gonna blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even when you see Ultra Cell, like, tell me right now, dead ass, look in my face right now. Would you rather queue up consistently against a 14-star Ultra Cell every game, or would you rather queue up against Vegeta? Be so fucking honest to me right now and answer that question for me, because that should be, where you pit him based off that, right? Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? I never saw Kid Gu and got, fuck. I've never seen Vegeta and went, oh, fuck. I've seen Ultra Cell and went, fuck. If I make one play with Goku, make one wrong play with God Goku, right? Keep in mind, the Ultra Cell also has break cards. Dead. You forget to switch out in time? Dead. Ult, dead. Rush, dead. Combo stopped every time at the 50% gauge. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? You should be much higher. Kellen Khalif, Vegeta, get the fuck out of here. He's disgusting. I'm not talking about him again. He's so fucking disgusting. These Vegeta units are just disgusting. Kellen Khalif, like I said, they consistently do their job. You know what I'm saying? So I already talked about them. I'm not going to go through them, but they consistently get their dish shot. They consistently get their heals. They're very good against Daima, who Vergil agrees is one of the best teams in the game. They're just very good at getting those combos going and, stopping Ku from, consistently stopping you. They're good at that. You know what I'm saying? Now, as for me, I do think Green Diamond Goku should definitely earn a spot here, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Vergil should, in my opinion, definitely maybe look into Vegeta again, maybe think about him. If Vegeta wants to stay top 10 and you want to drag him down to 9 or 10 or 8, sure. But Green Diamond Goku has to be there because I don't think he's as much of a slut to the Diamond team as Vegeta is. I would rarely panic about fighting a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta off the Diamond team, but Diamond Goku, like Kid Goku, I wouldn't panic. But if I seen a properly built team with, flourishing Zenkai buffs, it's a melee team, I would be scared of Kid Goku getting that scenario on me where he seals my strike cards and gets a free combo on me, gets his card protection, starts the game early with his monstrous damage, and just bursts through me. So it's like, I don't know, I'm scared of that. But, yeah. So, yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad list. I would just find somewhere lower to pit Vegeta, man, right? And then I'll find somewhere in the fucking dumpster, with oil and grease and fire, to pit Kid Goku. And outside of that, I would probably bump Green Diamond Goku into there, right? And I'd say it'd be debatable whether Count Caulifla or Super Saiyan 3 Goku would, have value over each other there. You know what I'm saying? I won't go deep into Super Saiyan 3 Goku because I've thought on it, and I do think Count Caulifla have, like, more to offer right now. More consistent things to offer, that you don't have to find with Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But, yeah, I just think Kid Goku has to go, Vegeta lower, and then Green Diamond Goku, take Kid Goku's spot somewhere, and then get Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta out, and that's it. I do have my tier list as well, so if you guys didn't want to check that out, you can see the exact spots I've had everybody in, and I've been talking for an hour now, so you can let me know if you enjoyed. Hope you did. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Peace.